Hello everyone, this is Cindy and I have a very different video today. My daughter she likes to play Dungeons and Dragons with her friends, and a couple years ago we made a journal cover or journal for her to keep her notes in for her character. And some of you may have remember seeing it, but her character was like a cat something or other. I'm not sure exactly. But anyway, we made the cover by piecing together. We found old purses at Goodwill that had like a scaly looking, I was probably supposed to be like snake or alligator looking scales, but whatever it was. But anyway, I pieced those together like a Franken cover and made it out of kind of like leather. So anyway, she's done with that one, so she needs another one. So she told me about her character, and her character is actually, I can't say, I'm not going to say because I'm not sure. I don't think her friends watch my videos. They have in the past, so I won't say. But her character is somebody. But let me just say her character is goth. That way I won't give anything away. Goth. I say gothic. I know what you mean by goth, but tell me some things. And a Raven Queen is part of the something universe, we'll just say that. So she said ravens, feathers, that sort of things. I thought, I got you covered. If it's birds and feathers, I got you covered. I even have somewhere around here a Tim Holtz stamp of a raven. So anyway, I thought I'd bring you guys along for the cover because it was kind of a process. I kind of had an idea in mind, and I'll tell you what that was. But let me show you the book. This is the book. It's a 1956 encyclopedia set. And I got this at a Goodwill. I got the whole set, I guess. I don't know. It was just in a whole box for $5. And I thought, listen to that. Wow. I said, the pages, the covers, because they're really textured. Sure, for $5, I'll have fun just going through it or whatever. So anyway, I just wanted to show you the before, okay? So here's the after. I knew I wanted it black, because we're doing gothic, and I do have silver glitter all over, but I don't mind because if it gets all through this project, that's fine. So I just, my first idea was to put a lighter black background paint on the book cover, and then find a free image of a raven on the internet, and then put tissue paper over that, and then you can just barely subtly see that raven through all that. Well, guess what? You can't see it even non-subtly. So scratch that idea. So then what else could I do, I thought. So and if you can see, looking at this cover, you can see that this is more gray and this is black. So I decided, since that didn't work, I wanted the back to be black and the front doesn't matter. And I'll show you why. And I'm going to put black lace on the spine. So anyway, my next idea was this. And this is actually the second prototype of this idea, because I took the raven and I cut him out onto some chipboardy type stuff, not just cardboard. I don't know what you would call it actually. It was packaging, I think. And I put him down just on practice on a book page, and I picked one that was fairly dark, and I Mod Podged that tissue over him, and it worked pretty good, except you really still couldn't see him. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna get a thicker piece of chipboard and do the raven and try that. And I don't know, surely, I hope you guys can see. It's afternoon here, and one of my lights isn't on, so that might help a little. Turn that one off. I tried to make sure I didn't have like sunbeams coming in, but maybe it's hard for me to see through the camera that you can see that raven, but maybe you can see. So okay, that will work. It's subtle, and just a little subtle raven is all I wanted. So anyway, here's where I printed him out, trying to get the size, and he was too big, so I'm not going to waste that page. And then I shrunk him down. I'm putting him in the corner of a couple of pages for this journal. So anyway, that has nothing to do with it. So, okay, taking this, I'm just going to glue it on with a little bit of Mod Podge. And I had to go get more because I was out of the mat. Oops. So what I did earlier was made with some glossy that I found in my husband's music studio. So I just need this raven to stick down, I guess. Maybe I should put more on there, because I'm going to be putting the tissue paper over this, so I don't think it hurts to have the whole thing with glue on it. I can add more if I need to later on. Get the actual tissue paper going. Right now I just need this raven to stick. And this And I don't care if he's got glue on the top of him, because I need glue on, Mod Podge on the top of him. What was I going to say? Oh, the book cover has some words written here that are indented. So that's why I'm putting the Raven a little up to the top. And then there's room down here for something if we decide on it later. So get under there, get down foot. Okay. Now, I'm going to try not to get much of this tissue on the spine, but if I do, it doesn't matter. Oops, I just stuck that whole thing down in that full bottle of Mod Podge. So, let's see, I'm trying to find a straight edge. It's fairly straight. And, of course, I want wrinkles in it. And, of course, it's too big, but I will cut it off later. I just got to get that outline of that Raven on here. And I don't know how much of this you can see, and it's torn a little bit. So get some pieces to repair. Working it too much. So anyway, I just thought I'd bring you along when I'm trying to get this done. Not knowing what I'm doing really, but it's just an experiment. And of course I don't know how many volumes of that encyclopedia over there, but if this one's a total flop, we got more I can try to, fix it with. So, but anyway, why am I showing you this? Well, it doesn't have to be a Raven, and it doesn't have to be black tissue paper. You can do it on anything. And the one I just showed you, my prototype, is going to become a pocket in this journal. So nothing goes to waste. Like I said, even the one I printed out, getting the size right, I was not going to throw that Raven away. We can use him somewhere. So I got some more patching to do. I keep right around where it's the chipboard's at is where I want to keep tearing it out. So anyway, I just wanted it to be subtle on here. And she said, ravens and feathers and black lace. I'm like, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. So the feather is funny because on her other one, I think I'm going to leave it alone, and then we'll dry it, let it dry, and then I'll see if it needs more, what it needs, and then I will trim it off, and then we'll go from there. But let's get the lid on here. So stick the brush in there again. I'll just lay it right here. On her other one, she had a rose, a silk rose that was part of a bouquet or something she used, homecoming queen thing or whatever, something like that. So how you can wrap around and make an ink pen on it. I did that with her rose, and she was really excited to have that rose in part of her project. So this time I thought, oh, I've got feathers. Do I ever have feathers? I have black feathers. These are from when she was a junior in high school, junior prom. This was like part of the table decoration. So, I'm not going to throw it away. So I still have black feathers right here. But I'm going to do the same thing. Just find an ink pen. This isn't really one, but, and you wrap the tape around it. So that will be her pen, to write in the journal. So I can't wait to tell her, because she probably doesn't know that I still have a black feather from that junior prom. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. When it's dry, I will show you what it looks like, and we'll see if it worked. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope maybe you can get an idea or two from this, and I'll see y'all later. Bye. I just wanted to show you how I just trimmed off the excess tissue paper here. It's kind of hard to get to, but my daughter, I showed her the cover, and she didn't like the glitter. So I actually tried going over it with black paint, and the paint didn't stick to the glitter. So I'm just going to go over the whole thing again with tissue paper. So I will show you. I'm just going to Mod Podge the whole thing and scrunch up paper over it, and I'll have to pay attention to that spine, the bend of the spine. So I will go ahead and film it, but if you don't want to watch it, you can just fast forward, I guess. So anyway, okay, back to this. And this is the brush I used the other day, and I'm pretty sure I washed it out because it was near the bathroom sink, but it is stiff as it could be. So I thought, well, that might work. okay for this job. But I like the way it covered the bird, the raven, the tissue paper. We just need to not have glitter. And since I was really good and put glitter on the back too, we have to do this for the back. So, but it's no big deal. I'm slinging it everywhere. This will be 2 layers on the front and just 1 layer on the back. So I don't think that will be obvious, but we'll find out. So, because originally I really wasn't going to put any on the back anyway. So, okay, now I think I got enough slobbered on here. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm going to start at the bottom. So if I kind of get bunchy, I'll have some room for it to move down, I guess is what I'm trying to say. There's that crease. And let me grab my, I guess as long as I put it in the crease. And I'm covering up the spine anyway with black lace, so. Yeah, now we're gonna make sure the raven is obvious. What did I do with the brush again? Back here. Getting everything gluey. There is definitely some pink or something paint in here in this brush, so I'm not going to squish it anymore around the raven because it makes him have pink edges. Okay, I think as long as we brush it on here, we're fine. Just don't squeeze it. And it's like I said earlier in this video, if this is terrible, I've got a few other covers I can use. And I can just take the sandpaper to this one and just start all over. But I think it would be fine. I think it'd make the raven maybe not quite stand out as much since it's another thickness around that cardboard, but I just wanted subtle anyway, so. So now spread that out a little. Okay. And once again, we'll get the edges. When it dries, I'll work on the edges. I think it looks good. It looks like old leather. That's kind of what the idea was, without having to sew all the pieces of leather together. I may have been off frame. I didn't even check. Maybe most of it was on frame. But anyway, I'm just going to let this dry, and then once again I'll show you. This time I'll probably cut the tissue off on film so you can see it. I didn't earlier because I knew I was getting ready to just put more stuff on top. So I'm just gonna get a little bit more on that spine. So anyway, hang on for another couple of seconds and you'll see hopefully the finished cover, or at least the front of the cover. So anyway, thanks for watching this far. Bye. Okay, here we are. It's been several days and the tissue and Mod Podge has dried. I've actually gone in and put a few more layers as glitter was peeking through. I mean, that stuff was tough, let me tell you. So now I'm just going to trim off the extra tissue, and if there's any pieces that are sticking up, I will just run a little bit more Mod Podge around the edge and glue them down more. Also on the inside here, some of the paint has come off. You can probably see the gray paint versus the black in papers versus some of the red, which is the original color of the book. So Definitely going to touch some of this up again with black paint. And then I will end up covering inside completely with some paper. I got some fabric. I think I'm going to use some fabric. So I guess for every character she creates, she does color schemes. Like this one's neutral is black, accent was silver, and I don't know what she called the emerald green was one color. So that's the fabric I picked was like an emerald green color. So anyway, I thought that would just kind of contrast really well with the black. I could tear this. It would be easier, wouldn't it? And then just go in with my fingers and some Mod Podge. And actually, I don't know that I will because the roughness kind of is cool. So we might just leave those rough edges hanging out there. That's kind of neat. So I might just leave those. So if she doesn't like them, we can go back in and glue them down. But anyway, so there's the cover upside down. And it's just got a little bit of raven. And I'll ask her if she wants to put something here, like a nameplate or something. So anyway, and I decided I have extra tissue, of course. I will get a piece, make it kind of neat. And maybe in the back pocket of this journal, just put a little square of this just for repair. So if she snags the journal on something and it rips that tissue, I mean, it'd have to be pretty hard, but it could happen, I guess. Then she can just whip it out with some Elmer's glue or something and fix it. So anyway, that's where I'm at on this journal so far. I got together pages. I think I said that right. And, well, I've got to put the fabric on the inside. So, here's the fabric. I've got a box here. When I was at Hobby Lobby, I just grabbed a box, put all this in. So, I think this will be pretty on the inside. There goes something on the other side. You move one thing and stuff falls on the other side. So, anyway, it's kind of got that pattern in there that's kind of, I don't know what you would say that pattern is. But anyway, thought that would be pretty. So that's where I'm at on this. So I told you I would come back and show you about the tissue, and the next thing you'll see on this will probably be a finished journal. And yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you later. Bye.